What's up, y'all? This your boy Coach Marshall from the More Than a Coach podcast.
More than the coach.
I hope y'all enjoy.
More than the coach. More than the coach. More than the coach.
Put me in the game, coach. In the game, coach. Put me in the game, coach. In the game, coach. Put me in the game, coach. In the game, coach.
More than the coach.
Put me in the game, coach. Nope.
More than the coach. You more than the coach.
What's up, y'all? This your boy Coach Marshall from the More Than the Coach podcast. And tonight, I'm on here, man, with a special guest, a young Saginaw legend. My guest tonight is the WBC US NBC heavyweight champion right here from our city, y'all. And let's give him a warm welcome for Robert Sizzle Sims. Yes, sir. How you doing?
What's up? I'm good. How you doing?
Hey, man, I'm doing good, man. First off, bro, I want to thank you for being on the More Than the Coach podcast, man. It's an honor to have you.
No problem. You know, I'll do it anytime.
Oh yeah, always that Saginaw love, man. So, man,
yeah.
I'm gonna just come off right off the rip, man. What the champ been up to these days?
Really trying to get back in my groove. I had a surgery on my knee that I had got done, you know what I'm saying, right after the fight. Yeah, right after the fight. So I did my all my rehabbing and stuff. So I'm ready to get back in the gym and get back to it.
Okay. That's all right, man. Wasn't nothing major though, was it?
No, nothing major. It was a meniscus tear, but you know, I'm back.
Oh yeah. Man, I had 2 on one and 3 on the other one.
Man,
you know, I don't know if they told you though, but after you get it right, that water therapy was the best thing for me after that.
I'm gonna have to add that in.
Yeah, I went to every day and walked that resistant pool. And man, after about a month or so, I was out trying to run again.
Okay.
Definitely check that out, man. Yeah, man, I seen pictures with you out there working with the Terrence Crawford, man. How was that, man?
Man, that was different. That was yeah. I mean, I know we train real hard, you know, but I am a heavyweight, you know what I'm saying? So our training is a little bit different than the smaller fighters. Yeah. So getting to see him, Shakir Stevenson, and seeing the stuff that they was doing in camp, I was like, yeah, it's definitely a reason why they on that level. You know, I got to see. I seen this dude get off the plane and come spar 15 rounds, but they was 4-minute rounds.
Whoa!
He hopped right off the plane, came to the gym, and did 15 4-minute rounds. And I was like, how he did that, and then worked out after that. This dude, he different.
Hey, that's that stay ready so you don't have to get ready mentality.
Yes. He definitely gonna be that.
Hey man, I watched a video of you and seeing your last fight though, bro. You pretty quick and shifty out there. You got that sizzle, as you call it, for real. So I was tripping out, man, because I seen it. I don't even know if you remember, but when you started with Coach Addison, I'm at the BV Center. I used to see you in that room with him, and I never forget he got me to come in there because I was working there. Come on in here and try it. And after 30 minutes, I walked out. I said, man, I can't do it. Hey, and I love playing football and everything, bro, but that's a whole different breed when it comes to that boxing. So I commend you, bro.
Oh yeah, it's a different training.
Oh yeah,
it's so different training. It's a lot of.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, I just said it's a lot of hard work. That boxing, a lot of hard work.
Yeah, that's cool. Y'all can have that road work though. That's what all that running. Yeah, after I got out that army, man, I ain't running no more. Quit playing basketball because it was too much running for real.
Man.
Yeah. So how long have you been boxing? You know, since you've been before you got professionally, how long you was boxing?
6 years amateur. I did 6 years amateur. And that was broken up. Because I did 3 straight years, and then my niece passed. And once she passed, you know, the family kind of took that hard.
Yeah.
Whatever. And then I took a few years off. And I actually wasn't even gonna box no more. But I saw who I call my little brother, Jermaine Franklin. I saw him go to the Nationals and then win at that next year. And I was like, yeah, it really can happen from here. And that was a lot of inspiration seeing him do that. And I came back that next year, and then I went to the Nationals.
Okay. I tell you what, man, it has been an honor to watch 2 guys from our city, man, getting out there doing what we watched the Tysons and Larry Holmes and all those guys back when we was young, and to see guys out here that we know personally, man, and you the heavyweight champ, he fought for a championship, man. That's a big honor, man. And I know I don't give a lot of praise, but I'm here to tell you I salute y'all, man, and I appreciate that, man. For real.
No doubt. No doubt.
Y'all gonna be in these history books, bro. But these kids need to learn about, So that's cool, man. So you really touched on, when you started and stuff, but why did you start boxing? What made you with it?
I went to the gym to lose weight. That was it. I had called my auntie one day, and I told her I wanted to do the boxing training because I seen that was, a good way to lose some weight. And my cousin Lorenzo Reynolds, who was a 2-time national Golden Glove champion out of here, multi-time national championship on the amateur level, undefeated professional. I had hit him up, and at the time he was in Houston.
Okay.
So he wasn't doing any training here. And he told me, you can get with my dad. He's training people, and he's training people to actually fight. So I remember giving Jesse that call, and I remember telling him, I want to start training. And he was like, I only train professionals right now. I'm not messing with no amateurs and stuff. He's like, you fought before. And I did lie to him. I was like, yeah, I trained before. And I remember him telling me, who you patting your style off of? I was like, Floyd Mayweather. And our first day at the gym, he put me in there, and I got punished that day.
Oh,
I got punished. Yeah.
Wow.
he put me that ring, and I got punished, but I came back. And when he seen I came back, he said that showed him that, that I was serious about actually doing it. But yeah.
Hey, Jesse, a great man too, bro. And his son Ren, man. Every time I get Ren to come back and work them boys out, man, hey, he did it all the time. Especially I used to do this Hell Week, and they stay all night, man, and they'll be woke up by Ren. And I know something he always told kids that he worked out at Bridgeport, man. He used to tell them make deposits, and basically when you tell them you make them deposits and how you work and you train, and then when it's game time, you got to go withdraw that deposit.
Get that deposit, He's still that's still his motto.
Hey, bro, that was one of the most powerful messages that I heard somebody give them boys, man. And I even had you come last season and come get a boy to talk, man. And I appreciate that, coming back and giving up for the community, bro. Because a lot
I still got some stuff to take care of that. Take care of on that too.
That's right, man. Hey, and I know that young man gonna be happy. So all my listeners know, my man Rob the Champ is giving a scholarship out every year to one of our students at Bridgeport, and that was a beautiful thing, man. So hey, I appreciate that, and I know him and his family will too. So if you want to connect, you let me know. I got you, bro. Yeah. So being the champ, I know everybody wants your time. How do you escape from everything, man? Like I was reaching and tried to get you and grab you for a moment. So how do you get that time for yourself right now?
I got a great support system behind me, with my wife, with my family, and I actually enjoy that, a lot. So that's why it's not as hard to get in touch with me, because a lot of times I'm spending time with my family, with my mother, with with the kids and stuff like that. So I'm not one of the guys that's out. If I'm not training, I'm at home.
That's right.
I mean, you might see me out every now and then, but it's got to be like a friend's birthday, or something. But for the most part, homebody. So, anytime I get extra, I'm trying to be at home.
Okay, nothing wrong with that, man. Because I'm a family guy too. That's why when we hit earlier, man, I was out at the park walking the trails with the grandbabies, man, and having a good time out there with nature, bro. Doing things I never did, but do it. So I'm like, let's go do it. So that's a good thing, bro. That's cool. So being from Saginaw, man, what was some of your, I know we all from this city, but what were some of the biggest hurdles you had to, to make it, to get out of this city, or break yourself away from, everybody think about Saginaw, they think negative from us all, but it's a lot of beautiful, positive things in our hometown, man. What were some of the things that broke you away from everything that helped you be successful?
Well, early on, I got to see, coming from where we come from, you get to see a lot of stuff going on, in your neighborhood and stuff like that. A lot of bad stuff. But what people don't get to see about some of these neighborhoods is that if people do see you in those neighborhoods actually trying to do something, they will, leave you alone and keep you out of that. You know what I'm saying? Be like, you don't belong over here. You don't need to be out here doing what you're doing. So I had a lot of push, and it wasn't just me. It was my brothers too. DeMarcus Dupree, and who made it out. He went to go play basketball for Michigan State. And we had people, our group had people around us that let us know that it's more than just what's going on in this neighborhood. Yeah. And when they saw that we were actually doing stuff, we got that push. You kind of get a pass to walk around your neighborhood and just be out there doing things without people messing with you because people see you actually doing something with yourself. And at the time for me, that was football. Yeah, I was pretty good on the football field. And boxing came later, and I still got that same support. But that was one of the things. You just have to escape the things that's in your neighborhood because it's so easy to be pulled in when you're seeing your friends driving certain cars and wearing certain clothes and stuff like that, and you're like, man, I wish I could go get that. But in the same time, they're keeping you away from that stuff. So
it's true, and that's great. You're right about that, man. It's all about who we know in our communities, and and like even when I was coming up, bro, it was different. You had them old heads like, hey, man, what y'all doing? Get y'all butt back on that football field, or but we wanted to be like them because we seen them with everything. Yeah, that is.
I mean, and my mother real good. She was the one in the neighborhood that all the kids listened to, no matter no matter how bad they was, no matter what. She had the basketball rim outside. She had we had all the equipment, so everybody was always at our house. Also, and she was the one parent that no matter how tough somebody was, no matter how much in the streets they was, she can talk to them. And she can tell them.
That's what we're missing too in today's society, man. Those mamas and the dads, that wasn't afraid to come out there and stop a kid and say, hey, what you doing? That's what I believe. It's probably all across the land, but I know our community, we missing those things because those what made us guys be successful and get out of here and, do the things we do, so that's cool, man. So I got to ask you, what do you consider to be your greatest strengths as a boxer?
My brain, my mind. I got into the game late, so a lot of people who don't know my story. I started at 24 boxing. I was 24 years old, so it don't happen like this. So I got in and I immediately went to YouTube, which is, I went in and started studying. So I'm up nights watching fights that people may not even care about. Just to try to see a guy's footwork, to try to see his distance, to try to see what he did against certain fighters. So I would study smaller fighters that fought bigger people. So I watched a lot of, even though I didn't have Tyson Power, I would watch his footwork. I would watch Floyd Mayweather's footwork when he fought a guy like Diego Corrales, and how he was able to get in on that bigger guy. And during that time of studying, I started putting that in during sparring. Okay, that don't work for me the way it worked for him. Okay, so that's what kind of got me in the, getting my mind sharp. So about a minute into about every fight, maybe even 2 minutes into a fight, I pretty much can tell you what my opponent can and can't do because I'm studying him. I'm doing little things to see what he can. Now, I'm not going to always be able to stop it. Yeah. But at that point, I kind of know what he can and can't do. So, I throw a little feint out there, or I might jab you to your body to see how you react, or fake, just to see their reactions and stuff. Because heavyweights hate to think. They hate to think. They want to fight. They just want to knock your block off. And if you make them think, it kind of take a chink out of their armor.
Okay. And that's powerful. I never heard that in that analogy before, with the brain and thinking. So hey, that's cool, man. That kind of went into what I was going to ask you. How do you physically, we know the training things, but it's going to ask you, how do you physically and mentally prepare yourself for a fight, when you got a upcoming fight? So,
well, for the most part, physically, Ring gonna take me down through there. I kind of just give myself to him and Coach Addison. I'm not one of them fighters that's gonna be like, oh, I made it here, so I ain't got to listen no more. No, they brought me into this game and taught me everything I know. So when they say something, I'm gonna do it. If they tell me, they give me an assignment, I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna roll the aisle or nothing like that. And I might get home like, man, they worked me too hard today, but I'm definitely not gonna question them why they're giving me anything, because without them, I really ain't getting to this point. So, and then mentally, mentally. A lot of people don't know. I don't, right before a fight, I've been in so many of the fights now that I don't get nervous about stuff no more. And being from Saginaw, you've been to Saginaw High Arthur Hill games. You've been so the crowd stuff don't bother me. None of that stuff. I mean, if you've played over at Vets Park, and you hear the stuff that people say to you while you're playing basketball at Vets Park and stuff like that growing up, it's no way in the world I can't go into an arena and be nervous. So going into the ring, I don't really play a lot of rap music before I fight. A lot of people don't know that. I'm in there listening to R&B, or we just in there kicking it. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to go in there not angry. You don't want to go in there hyped up. You want to go in there because you already burnt off probably half your energy. Before you get to the that's right. Yeah, in boxing, that's the last place you want to go and burn all your energy out. Ain't nobody subbing in for you.
No, that's true. That's true.
It's just you. So, I mean, I was able to do that in other sports because I get tired a little bit. I can get subbed out, but in boxing, I always go in calm. Okay. And I got a smile on my face. I'm never angry. Every time you see me fight, I'm smiling. I'm having fun on the way to the ring. So,
cool, man. That's all right, man. I like that. That's cool. Can you share one of your most memorable fights in your career and what you learned from it?
To me, the biggest fight for me, and a lot of people might think it was my last one, but it was a fight against a guy named Giuseppe Cusimano. At the time I fought him, he was 15-0, 14 knockouts. His last 10 fights, nobody got out of the first round. Whoa. So going into that fight, everybody had me just getting washed. Going into that fight, we was fighting in Connecticut, which I don't know a lot of people know, but that casino is the biggest casino in America. And it's got a very, very big arena in there. So we went in there into that fight. A lot of people thought I was going to get crushed. He had a lot of fans there. He's of Italian descent. So there was a lot of people in there for him. I mean, I'm talking about from the band, all that. It was a lot of stuff going on that night. And I wound up being able to beat him pretty easy that night because he's a power puncher. So that fight for me really put me in a space where people in America started paying attention as opposed to, it just being like, oh yeah, Rod Box. It started being a thing where people was really, really paying attention to what I had going on. And it got me ranked pretty high too.
Okay. That's cool then, man. I ain't never knew that.
Yeah.
Big casino arena down there in Connecticut, huh?
Well, they got the biggest casino, so you got to be drove onto you got to park and then be drove onto the property.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's real.
The actual arena there is big. Yeah, there's been some big fights there. Berto and Victor Ortiz fought there for like the fight of the year before. So it's been some really, really big fights in that.
Okay, that's cool. All right. So who was your 5 all-time favorite boxers then? No matter what weight class, if you got them, normally I ask coaches about basketball or football, but it's the first with boxing though.
Yeah. Yeah. My Roy Jones is one of my he's in there. I don't know what number. I ain't gonna even give you a number. I'm just gonna give you my top 5. You got to go with Floyd Mayweather, of course. I'm a big time Lomachenko fan. He's in my top. Muhammad Ali.
Yes.
And Sugar Ray Leonard.
Ooh, that's a lot of people don't know about Sugar. I see
that.
Man. With that when you fighting, bro. A little rope-a-dope. I see that.
And he fought everybody.
He fought everybody.
He didn't duck no smoke, and he went and beat him. He beat everybody that was in that group.
Yeah. And probably would have still fought a little longer if he didn't have a problem up top. You're right about that. Yeah, Sugar was something different, man. Him and the Duran fights was classics, man, for real. I remember sitting back watching them with my pops, man.
Can I get an honorable mention in there too?
I'll go ahead and throw down honorable mention.
Well, besides the people I'm boxing with, you already know them, but James Toney.
Oh yeah, another local guy, Grand Rapids.
A lot of people in around the boxing circuit kind of be like, that's kind of how your style look while you're fighting, almost like a James Toney. Yeah.
Well, you know what? You say that too, man. You're right about that. You say that. Yeah. I see it for real. Tony was mean too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So I was I think I was in college in Grand Rapids, and we got to see him one day at a club and everything. You ain't even walk up and say, "Hey, what's up?" to that dude. Just stay away. Real. You sitting on the other side of everybody. That's that boxing cat. Yeah, I ain't going that route. You know.
Yeah.
That's cool though, James Tony, man. He's still around this way, or you know?
No, he done boxing, and it's actually crazy. His last fight was held here at Eastern Michigan University.
Say what?
Yeah, I was on that card.
Okay.
I fought on his last fight. His last fight, I was actually on the card for his last bout. Yeah.
See, look at that. You've been around greatness all the time anyway, especially with Ren and Coach Addison, man. And then you've been around them. So that's a blessing, man. That's all right, Champ. I appreciate that. Man, if you had to say anything positive to these youngsters out here that's listening, what kind of positive advice would you give them?
First of all, I know it's cliche to say it, but you do. You got to follow your dream. You got to follow your dream. You got to put in the work. You got to miss fun. You got to miss being in the light. You know, you got to miss a lot of things that as a teenager that you really want to do to have fun. You're going to have to miss out on some of that. You got to put in that work. If you ain't on varsity yet, don't go to the high hill game. Go, you know, get in the gym. You be the only person there. You know, you got to work on your game. If you're on JV as a football player, you know what I'm saying? If you're a quarterback, whatever, you know, you got coaches you can get with in that off time and work with. So you got to put in the work in the dark in order for it to come to the light. Because if not, when them lights come on, your light gonna get dim.
Yeah, man, Champ, you just told him some real stuff, you know. And it's funny that what you just said. We speak and we talk about every day, constantly. I know my guys get tired of me because I'm flooding our chats with motivation. But my biggest thing that I always talk about is sacrifice. You know, and even as a coach, I have to sacrifice things if I want to be the coach that I can be. And that's one of the things what you just said. I talked to a couple former athletes, man, and that's all they talk about. You got to be able to say no and be basically like the weird person.
Yeah.
And everybody say, oh, man, he weird. He ain't in the streets, as they say now. You know, but look where it leads you though when you put that hard work in.
And people don't even realize for you as a coach that when we done practicing, you go home, you watch tape. You got to put in even more time after that. So if you can go home and do that on my end, then I should be able to, after practice, go get some more shots up. I should be able to go run some more sprints. I should be able to go to the weight room and get myself stronger. If you putting in the work to get me better on your end, to give me the game plan, all I got to do is go do the work.
Yeah, and that's something big too, man. Where a lot of our kids got to get that mentality. And I tell our kids here, and not just at Bridgeport, but any kid that I see in the city, man, it's somebody working harder than you in another state and city. You know, it's a reason why you see kids at a different school from this state because they're out there. You know, so I mean, I always tell people Saginaw kids got an edge on them because we got that hunger. No matter what it is, different hunger that we have. You see it with yourself boxing. You know, you see it in Franklin. You see it in Day-Day, you know, from Wood and them. And the history go on and on, you know. So, I mean, that's big, but I appreciate that, Champ.
No problem. When talent meets talent, what else you got?
That's it. And hey, like my dog Ray always say, effort. Effort is everything. I can't control the effort, man. So, man, that's big. Well, man, look, it's been an honor to have you on the show tonight, man.
It's been an honor to be on.
Oh, yeah, man. And this platform, anytime you want to come back, if you got something you want to say, you want to let the audience know about whatever coming up next for you, man. Hey, I appreciate it. Hit me up anytime, man. I'll stop and get you on, you know.
Oh, no problem.
You know, to have the champ on here, y'all. So, man, we're going to let you get out of here so you can finish enjoying your family. And
no problem.
And, when is your next upcoming, you know?
I don't have a date yet. I'm pretty sure I'll probably be going in there maybe August, September sometime because, like I said, I'm just about to get back to my full-time training and get everything back in. I got some cutting to do, of course, because I've been off for a while. So I just want to make sure the next time I go in there, you know, I look my best and
That's
and
right.
show them the reason why they gave me that belt.
That's right. You know, oh, they didn't give it to you. You took it.
Well, yeah, show me the
You know-
reason why I'm carrying the belt.
That's right. You the champ, baby. For real. Hey man, will you stay blessed, my brother, man. And hey, it was always nice. And anytime, like I said, champ, hit me up. And I appreciate you for coming on the More Than the Coach podcast tonight.
No doubt. After the next fight, I'm come to the studio. You got to do the studio then.
Yeah, we can sit down and do it live, man, for real. You know. So man, you have a good night, brother. Hey, and once again, I appreciate you and I salute you again, champ. All right.
Yeah, God bless.
Yes, sir. Peace. All right, y'all. So I just had WBC champ on here with us, y'all, and this is a beautiful thing. Saginaw. Just so y'all know, we got beautiful things that come here. So you know, continue to support, continue to watch, because we got people here in the city doing great things. You know, like we said, my man said, Rob, follow your dreams, and you can do it right from this city. He done it, many others done it. Hey, and y'all continue to do it. I appreciate y'all tuning in tonight, y'all, on the More Than the Coach podcast. And this your boy, Coach Marshall, and I'm out. Peace. What's up, y'all? This your boy, Coach Marshall, from the More Than the Coach podcast. More Than the Coach. I hope y'all enjoy More Than the Coach. More Than the Coach. More Than the Coach. Put me in the game, coach. In the game, coach. Put me in the game, coach. In the game, coach. Put me in the game, coach. In the game, coach. Put me in the game, coach. Nope.